Welcome to the Christian Sports Podcast. It is November 28th, 2025. Thanksgiving just wrapped up, and the NBA season is entering my favorite phase, the pressure phase. This is when teams stop being new and start being real. Today, we're talking about the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Celtics, the Wolves, and the Bucks are really kind of all showing us who they really are. The Lakers, the Warriors, the Rockets, and the Kings are facing early pressure. Like the Kings roster sucks buns. It's completely trash. Stars like Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Jason Tatum and Giannis Antetokounmpo are separating themselves from the pack. Jason Tatum, that should not be even on this. So Jason Tatum shouldn't even be here in the first place. So yeah. And big injuries are shaping the whole entire league. Let's dive right into it, shall we? The Oklahoma City Thunder aren't a cute young team anymore. They're disciplined, they defend, and SGA leads them like a veteran MVP candidate. The Denver Nuggets look like a team that never panics. Joe controls the tempo better than anyone in the whole entire league, and their chemistry is still unmatched. The Minnesota Timberwolves have embraced an identity built on defense and Anthony Edwards' growing leadership. The Bucks rely on Giannis' relentless consistency. And Kyle Kuzma, although people don't like him, Kyle Kuzma in this like few games of the season, you be looking all right. Ryan Rollins completely, he's completely playing like he's a completely veteran, completely getting buckets out of basically everything. The Celtics, even when Jason Tatum is out, playing with a level of structure that keeps them competitive every single night. These teams don't just play basketball, they're building habits. The Orlando Magic continues, proving last year wasn't a fluke. Paolo Banchero is becoming a real leader they needed, and Franz Wagner two-way impact is real. The San Antonio Spurs is maturing faster than anyone expected. Victor Wembanyama isn't just a highlight machine, he's an anchor in defense. And don't forget, they're still missing De'Aaron Fox. They still have not unlocked Dylan Harper yet. And still, I think Stephon Castle this season hasn't been better than last season. So I think once it hits let's say All-Star break, right after the All-Star break, I think you really start seeing the Spurs and who they really are. The Indiana Pacers, even without Halliburton, they play with pace, confidence, and one of the best offensive flows in the whole entire league, even when Halliburton is completely out for the rest of the season. The New Orleans Pelicans are finally finding continuously with Zion healthy, but recently Zion Williamson has. I keep hearing little whispers about Zion Williamson, being much worse when he's big than whether he's like skinny, because now he's completely slimmed down. But I keep hearing little whispers that maybe it's where all his talent came from. And these aren't the hype teams. They are the stability teams who you should be able to pick into like maybe mid playoff conversations at this point. The Los Angeles Lakers look old one night and energized the next. When Luka Doncic dominates, they're elite, but the consistency is just not real. The Golden State Warriors rely on Steph Curry too much. Without him playing superhero basketball, they struggle to find rhythm. The Houston Rockets have talent everywhere, but no true hierarchy. When Alperen Sengun, Kevin Durant, and all the rookies all need touches, it completely gets messy. The Kings feel the loss of De'Aaron Fox. Domantas Sabonis is not really doing anything, really. His offense is still, is top tier, but his defense is one of the most lowest I've ever seen in my whole entire lifetime. So, Sabonis can only do so much without that type of creator that De'Aaron Fox usually is. The Chicago Bulls are still searching for the direction of direction post Levine and post DeMar DeRozan. The Toronto Raptors, low key, has been absolutely on fire. Brandon Ingram, ever since he got what I believe with Glorilla, has been completely dominating. That was beginning like at least 20, 22, 23 points a game. And that's a lot. Represent, all right. I'm telling y'all, man, when these girl rappers, start to get intertwined with these NBA basketball players, it can either be like a Klay Thompson. She completely sucked every single bit out of like his last like solid years. It's completely gone, because Klay Thompson, I think if he had like another player who can actually give him the ball like constantly, like just like that fast, instead of Kyrie Irving is out. They traded Luka Doncic, one of the most disgusting trades of all time, getting Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, and they only got one first round pick for that. It's completely insane. But yeah, man, these teams aren't really bad. They're just completely unsettled. Stars who are completely taking over. This is superstar separation season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is playing like the smoothest offensive leader in basketball. And I'm going to keep telling this. He doesn't foul. He's not a foul baiter, dog. He's not a foul baiter. He just picks his angles, and sometimes people push him off balance because he's a complete smooth offensive leader in basketball. And it just makes sense because he finds his spots and he knows what he's good at. So we just gotta find out to make him all balanced, and it's that simple. Anthony Edwards, not really simple, because he knows what he does. He can easily give you like a calm, cool, like 35-5 and possibly win the MVP once again this season, because he's acting like he's not really by far the best, because Nikola Jokic is still like a top 5. No, Jokic, low-key, top 1, top 2-ish, man. That's not even low-key. I feel like everybody should know that already, but let's move on. Anthony Edwards looks like the face of the Wolves, the franchise, and maybe the league. Luka Doncic controls the pace better than anyone, slow, calm, and deadly. Giannis Antetokounmpo still brings the consistency, physical dominance in the whole entire world. And I still think without Ryan Rollins, Giannis wouldn't even be a buck. I'm telling you that. That's a crazy statement, by the way. That's a complete crazy statement. Victor Wembanyama is already impacted games with shot blocking, spacing, and basketball IQ. Most, third-year players shouldn't have at all. Just look at Scoot Henderson. Look at Scoot Henderson and look at Victor Wembanyama. It's completely two different sides of the spectrum. It's completely insane. These aren't players trying to be stars. These are stars becoming leaders in the league. Jason Tatum absence forces the Celtics to test their depth and creativity. Tyrese Halliburton injury changes the entire Pacers offense. He's the engine and the leader of the whole entire team. Before him, it was complete just nonsense. It was just completely nonsense. But now with him, it is completely insane. Just look at last season. No, look at these past 2 seasons, conference finals and the NBA finals. And both of those games, and both of those different type of series, low key, the Pacers should have won both games. I think in that final series they would have most definitely beat the Thunder. And do that what you will. Zion Williamson staying healthy has transformed the Pelicans from completely unpredictable to still a complete nonsensical team. Because he's playing a lot worse than he was last year, even though he's been, healthy for these past like a month, right? It's been like a month. But on to the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns continue adjusting without a consistent availability from Devin Booker, Jalen Green, but Colin Gillespie. I'm telling you, Most improved player. Watch out for Colin Gillespie. That man on the floor is making the Suns seem like a lot better of a team. But I ain't gonna lie to you, that is a complete fake team. It is a complete fake team. They rely on the bench too much. I mean, too much, even though their bench is nice. But I'm telling you, eventually, that bench is going to get injured. Like, they're going to get injured. And I'm pretty sure that, I don't even know who's even starting for them, but I'm pretty sure even the Phoenix Suns fans going to tell you their season so far is completely fake. Just look at that. Just look at they win so far. It's complete fake. It's completely fake. But injuries just don't affect their lineups. They reveal how a real team foundation is. What Thanksgiving week taught us. Thanksgiving week has answered some big questions. The Thunders are completely real. The Nuggets are still the standard. The Wolves have grown up a lot since like 2020. The Magic and Pelicans, they're coming up. The Lakers and Warriors still need answers about who's their second and third stars are. And the Rockets, they need to find who's going to be their actual point guard. This week revealed who's serious and who's pretending. And now on to a more serious, segment of the Christian Sports Podcast. People keep telling me that there's no really, Bible verses in the Christian Sports Podcast. So before we end, here's the scripture for the week. For Friday. Psalms 121:2. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and the earth. Whether it's basketball, life, work, stress, or anything in between, your strength doesn't become from what you see, but from the one who made everything you see. Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode. We out.